Thank you. Intriguing stuff.
Good, you got my letter. Gore's just about to start his presentation. This should be interesting.
Now let's welcome Professor Gore.
The seventh law of maginamics posits that magical energy cannot be destroyed. Today, I will prove that magic is a limited resource, like water or timber. Using my advanced equipment, I have detected significant drops in the world's ambient magic levels. This drop, I believe, is directly attributed to the return of the Elder Dragons. They consume magic at an alarming rate. If the dragons are not stopped soon, they will leech all of the magic from the world.
Ah, bosh! Magic doesn't get consumed. It changes form and concentration, but it always returns. It's part of a closed system.
I have proof.
This
The
is
data
your fault. Get off the
Where
stage.
did I leave those notes? I must have left them in my lab. Please, excuse me while I fetch my records. I can prove the problem exists, then we can focus on its solution.
Professor Gore will return shortly. Until then, please welcome Sepha from the phrenologist group.
Thank you for coming. I see a lot of overlap in Gore's theory and our shared goals.
As do I. If Gore's research aligns with the Priory's, we may be looking at a cultural revolution.
Revolutions are won militarily, not academically. Still, Gore's theory could prove useful.
I agree, but nothing can happen until Gore makes his case. Why don't we all settle in and listen?
Knowledge is the greatest treasure. Greetings and salutations.
Savant, allow me to present 3 of Ratasum's finest minds. Slep of the Vigil, Batanga of the Order of Whispers, and Crosso of the Durmand Priory. I asked them here to listen to Professor Gore's speech, because they all have an interest in fighting the Elder Dragons.
Pleased to meet you, Savant. The Durmand Priory is dedicated to research and exploration that will help us combat the Elder Dragons. As you can imagine, we've been watching Professor Gore's progress with keen interest. I'm glad to see you share that interest.
We all share the Priory's interest, just not their methods. In the Order of Whispers, we specialize in covert activity, information, infiltration, and assassination. I understand you're more of a doer than a researcher, so you'll appreciate this. If Gore's theory gives us a clear avenue of attack, we intend to use it.
How clear does a target have to be for you sneaks? The The dragons aren't exactly tiny, nor do they keep a low profile. The Vigil's army of dedicated fighters was founded to confront the dragons through force of arms. I'm here to see if Gore's work can help us do that.
Pleased to meet you all. Professor Gore's theory is groundbreaking, and the implications are monumental. I'm interested to hear him finish his presentation.
He should be back soon. Let's see if any of the other speakers have any insights for us while we wait.
An exhaustive study of Tyrian physiognomy led me to derive what I call Cepha's constant. Multiplied by the mean ratio of body mass to brain size, it yields an important racial metric, namely, said race's importance as a factor in the eternal alchemy. Asura scored highest naturally. Then in descending order, we have Sylvari, Char, Human, and Norn.
Your attention, please. I have just been informed that our colleague Gore will not be returning. The Arcane Eye reports that he was killed in a tragic lab accident while recovering his notes. It is a terrible blow to science. We should all mourn one of Ratasum's finest minds. On that dolorous note, this seminar is hereby concluded. Thank you for coming.
Gore died just as he was about to present proof of his theory. Does that strike anyone else as suspicious? Even dubious?
It does. I'd like to inspect Gore's lab and review his documentation. Though if the Arcane Eye's involved, we may not get that chance.
The Order of Whispers can help. The Arcane Eye serves the Arcane Council, right? They have to do what the Council says. It's in their charter. We simply pay a visit to High Counselor Flax's lab, find the materials to make a convincing forgery, and walk right past the Arcane Eye.
How unnecessarily complicated. Simpler to just outwit the sentries outside Gore's lab. The Arcane Eye can't match the Priory's brain power.
I'll leave fact-finding to the Priory and Whispers. When you lot establish a clear objective, the Vigil will be ready.
Listen, Savant, I'm pursuing a long-term, big-picture strategy here. So I want you to take charge. Choose the most viable plan and see it through. We need to know what Gore was going to show us. And if he was silenced, we need to know who did it and why. Good luck.
Truth and knowledge are two different things. You've chosen wisely. I'll meet you outside Gore's lab. I wonder what will happen.
New and
Not
improved.
the clue.
All spatial parameters are within approved safety margins.
We'll never get
We
recruits.
certainly know how to
These
reassure
dust
a
bunnies
traveler.
have no interest in gut-wrenching, mind-blowing war. The mists are too exclusive.
This place is in total lockdown. Maybe we can tease a gap in their defenses out of the guards. What's going on here? We have an appointment with...
Embrace simplicity.
There's nothing going on and nothing to see here, citizen.
But we need to get inside. We're expected.
My orders come from Agent Racht himself, and he says no one gets in without clearance from the Arcane Council. Move along.
Empirically speaking, we're not getting in through the front door. The guards won't risk getting on Racht's bad side. He's a particularly nasty character. We need a better plan, and fast. The Priory's reliquaries are full of magical items. If the dragons feed on magic, those reliquaries become prime targets.
We could overpower the guards, grab what we need, and fight our way out.
Too public. We don't want to alert the entire Arcane Eye and everyone else in the vicinity. We need to think our way in. Racht is meticulous and cautious. He would have sent hazmat suits in to analyze dangerous areas in the lab. Follow my lead. I've got an idea. You study astronomy? Because you're about to see stars!
Quit it!
Have a hazmat suit. Once we're disguised, they won't look twice.
We've got hazmat golems coming in. Open the doors.
Look there. I believe the common parlance is a body bag.
Look at this, Crasso. I don't know this poor devil, but it's definitely not Gore.
I concur. The Arcane Eye must have him socked away somewhere, and if Gore's not here, there's no need for us to linger.
Agreed. But what do you think happened here? Does the Priory have any information or insight that could explain this?
We have entire libraries full of information on the Arcane Eye, on Racht, and on Gore's research, but this doesn't make any sense to me. Yet. Of course, we need to be alive and unincarcerated to learn more. With that in mind, let's make a graceful exit before Racht gets wise.
You there. Nobody's supposed to be on shift right now. Identify yourself.
We're the Special Task Detail. Our orders are to examine all the,
You're not a member of this crew. Who are you, and what are you doing here?
We're just, never mind. Time to fight!
Intruders! Shut down all hazmat suits! This area is compromised!
We've got intruders in Sector 7.
Armor engaged!
Freeze. Anybody moves, you all get licked. What's going on here? Who are you?
We're admirers of Gore's work. We came to pay our respects to his body. But as you can see, it's not here.
I have no idea what you're talking about. There's nothing even remotely out of the ordinary here, except you. Since this is a secure area, and since you're not authorized to be here, run. Or I will exercise my right to use lethal force.
Let's go, Crasso. I want to regroup with the others and find out what they and Zojia make of this.
Carry on, Savant. I'll meet up with you and the others later.
Energy level too low. Oh, I know of a good use for this. There's the power.
So Gore's death was a fraud. How does knowing that help us? The problem is still Elder Dragons. While you poke around in back alleys or libraries for information, the Vigil is out there fighting.
And while you're fighting, Whispers is setting up the means to deliver a death blow. We appreciate the distraction you provide, but you don't really think you're going to overpower an Elder Dragon, do you?
Swords alone won't get results. Neither will intrigue. The Priory supports a more holistic approach. We intend to learn all we can about the dragons and their weaknesses before we strike.
Rakt's arcane eye agents were all over Gore's lab. They removed a body they claimed was Gore, but it wasn't. I suspect he's still alive.
If he is, the Arcane Eye has him. They run a remote facility in a human village called Garenhof. It's isolated, remote, a perfect place to stash Gore.
Finally, a concrete objective. Just say the word, and I'll have Vigil soldiers standing by to storm Garenhof.
No, Rakt is too good at this game for that to work. But I'm better. We can use Garenhof's low profile against him. I say we stage a demonstration and get ourselves arrested. Rakt will haul us in to avoid undue attention. Then we break out and bring Gore with us.
Regrettably, I cannot participate. I must confer with my colleagues in the Priory, but I wish you luck. Let's regroup when the mission is complete.
I want you to take it from here, Savant. I'm going with Crasso to help the Priory look into Gore's theory. We both need to make inroads with the orders for my long-term plan to be viable. Work with whichever one here you think will get the job done.
I will. I'm as eager to figure this out as you are. And eventually, you'll need to share some details about this long-range plan of yours.
How interesting.
Excelsior.
assurances do I have that I
I
will
fought
make
for
it safely
years
to my
now.
expected destination?
If you don't survive the transit, you're entitled to a full refund.
But, oh, fine.
The dragons would love that. You see the toxic shark they pulled out of the lake the other day?
I did.
More people should learn to barter.
Bigger than my youngest progeny.
May all your theories be sound. Oh, I know of a good use for this. May all your theories be sound. Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
If my spectral calcimeter wasn't on the fritz, I could analyze the soil here.
What magnificent device is that? I want to try. It sounds utterly amazing. It sounds like something I'd use every day.
A spectral calcimeter. It measures, well, it measures the soil. And it's broken, so you can't use it. Ever wonder what we're doing here?
Not really. I follow Ventari's teachings, and all I have known is death. Life harbors evil,
More
and
refugees.
where it goes, I conquer
If this
it.
keeps up, we'll have to move into the mists.
I'm sure the dragons would love that.
Step up, workers. You need to learn how to handle this elemental.
I'm tired of tourists gaping at us like we're putting on a show for them.
We
Like
have
the
it
privacy.
taken.
Where were you?
Those of you on the sidelines,
Divinity's
pay
reach,
attention.
maybe. Might
Maybe
join the
you'll
carnival
learn.
then.
You make no sense.
Well done. Did you see that, workers? That's how you do it.
This place is fantastic. We should get elementals to help out in our city.
You work in a quarry. If a bunch of elementals showed up to do manual labor, you'd lose your job.
Can't believe it!
When I was a little girl, elementals
used to destroy your storage sheds and run your livestock off the farm.
We are the Night. This is the Arcane Eye's hidden safe house. Gore is almost certainly inside.
It looks formidable. Getting us in and getting him out will be problematic. How should we play this?
By raising a ruckus. If we wave banners and shout Gore's name at the top of our lungs, the Arcane Eye will pounce. They'll drag us in and lock us up until we cool off and agree not to make any more mischief. Here's a banner. Wave it around, make some noise, and let's get ourselves arrested. We'll show the Arcane Eye what real spy masters are like. What do we want? Free Gore! When do we want it? Yesterday! Free Gore! Free range! Free beer!
For great justice!
Release Gore or we'll poke you right in the Arcane Eye. You're out. We won't
You were warned. Subdue these boneheads and don't bother being
For great
gentle.
justice! Getting help! Crew, assist me! For great justice!
Going like a foot and aside for the storm.
Zero tolerance.
For great justice! Getting healthy. Maximum pain!
Now.
There's the power! For great
natural
justice!
Had enough, scofflaw? Good. Now come with us. You're under arrest. It's about time, Flatfoot. I mean, we won't be silenced. You can't lock up the truth.
I don't know who you are, but thank the alchemy you've come. I'm completely innocent!
We know. We're here to rescue you.
Then your methodology is unsound. You're locked up in here too.
All part of the plan. No cell can hold me. Now stand back. I'm prepared to be impressed. There's our egress. Let's move.
It's a breakout. Those woolly-headed protesters are...
Getting armor in here. Know what cannot be known.
For great justice!
Hello.
Gates open. Us gone. Time to move.
Okay, how did you get those doors open? I was watching closely and I still didn't catch it.
Trade secret. Available only to those who sign on with the Order of Whispers full-time. But I will say this. Choose the locks you pick very carefully.
Can I interrupt? I don't want to give the impression that I'm ungrateful, but I can't thank you for saving me until I'm actually safe.
Point taken. Time to go, Savant. I'll take Gore back via the scenic route, so we're not followed. That's standard Order of Whispers procedure. We'll rendezvous with you and Zojja and the other orders and proceed from there. See you then. We're seeing a sharp increase in dragon minion activity at several key locations.
I know. Vigil resources are stretched thin. As soon as we clear an area out, more minions push in.
One bright spot in all this extra activity is that the Priory has been able to capture several minions for study.
Your bright spot is pretty dark, Scholar. At least Professor Gore is safe for now.
All of us are safe for now. What about later, when the dragons come at us in force?
Thank you all for collaborating on my rescue. Imagine jailing me for a theory. Outrageous! Opprobrious!
I agree. The best way to counter such opprobrium is to prove your theory correct. How do we demonstrate that the dragons consume magic?
Simple. We find an area infested with dragon minions, let's say undead, and clear it while Gore measures the ambient magic. Then we track the changes in Gore's readings. End result, fewer undead, we get data, and we give the environment some relief. It's a win-win-win.
I prefer a more controlled experiment. The Priory has already captured several dragon minions for advanced study. This definitely qualifies.
Sounds like two sound options. The Order of Whispers will be standing by when you're finished collecting your data.
I know what you're going to say, Zhozha, but before I pick an option, I want to know what your mysterious long-range plan is.
In a word, alliances. Building new ones and repairing old ones, all to fight the dragons. You're working with the orders to bring about the former. I'll deal with the latter in due course. For now, we need to substantiate Gord's theory. How you get the proof is up to you.
Excelsior.
Knowledge is the greatest treasure. All preparations are complete. Let the testing commence. When you're ready, we'll bring in a dragon minion and blast it with arcane energy. We expect a strong reaction, but don't worry. The containment field will protect us.
I'm prepared to measure the results. Savant, will you please throw the switch?
Okay, Professor. Bombarding the creature with pure magic. Now! Anything? Anything at all? What are the readings on your sensor?
Don't let up. It's definitely absorbing the energy. Yes! I believe we have our proof! It's loose. Please, I need some martial assistance.
Sorry, Professor. I should have anticipated that such a high dose of concentrated magic would only strengthen the minion. This test proved that we are all imperiled, particularly those of us possessing large magical stockpiles.
Unquestionably. On the bright side, this is the breakthrough I've been looking for. Proof positive that my theory is valid. These readings are conclusive. The more magic we gave it, the more was absorbed. The Arcane Council can't possibly deny the correlation.
That may be, but in my experience, the Council's reactions aren't always easy to predict.
Still, we are one giant step closer to proving Gore's theory to the world. Let's share this data with Zojja and the other orders.
Getting healthy.
My theory is confirmed. Thanks to you all, we have conclusive proof that the dragons are consuming the world's magic at an alarming rate.
This is the first step to building a coalition to battle the dragons. We need to tell everyone, the entire Asura population, as quickly as possible. Ract and the Arcane Eye won't allow it. So how do we get vital information past a highly trained, secret police force dedicated to keeping it contained?
If the Priory called a conference, all the most influential geniuses in Ratasum would attend. Ract wouldn't dare touch them. And once they know, the news can't help but spread.
Word of mouth isn't reliable. Not against Ract. We need mass communication. We should commandeer the Golem Control Center and broadcast a message from there.
The Arcane Eye is the real problem. If we attack them head-on and take the fight to Ract himself, they won't be able to contain Gore's theory.
This is it, Savant. All 3 orders want you as a member. If you're willing, the plan you choose now will determine the order you join. Permanently.
Oh, I'm willing. That'll put me on the inside, with access to all of that order's resources from here on. That's what you meant by building alliances.
Partially, yes. The rest will come after we present Gore's theory to the world. Now, Select a plan, and remember, the order you choose is the order you join.
Truth and knowledge are two different things.
Fight what cannot be fought.
Excelsior.
Always be loyal to your crew.
Gore's ready to start. Can't wait to hear what you discovered.
I've gathered the finest minds in the world for this.
Excuse me. The final member of my research team has arrived. If you and the audience are ready, we can begin.
Outstanding. Looking forward to your presentation, Professor. I'll introduce you. My fellow geniuses, please join the College of Synergetics in welcoming Professor Gore.
Thank you for coming. You may have already heard my theory about the Elder Dragons consuming magic. Today, I'm here to present incontrovertible proof of that theory. Proof and a warning. If left unchecked, the dragons will consume every last iota of magic in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, this presentation has been canceled on account of death. Yours.
Stop! Silencing me won't help you now. Besides, I'm only trying to help defeat the dragons.
Then you should have stayed in your cell. Now I have to kill everyone here and burn the room. What a waste of time.
It's a waste of a great deal more than time. Don't do this, Agent. Concealing the threat posed by the dragons helps no one and harms everyone.
You can't control the truth, Rat. Things have already gone too far.
That may be true, but you're not going any farther. Instead, you're all going to die right here, right now. I've sealed all the doors. Now to turn up the heat.
What can I do for you?
Emergency protocols activated. Beginning attack sequence.
Switching to fire suppression mode. Threat neutralized. Deactivated.
It's over, Racked. Everyone here heard Gore's message, and they're about to spread it across Tyria.
And when the Council sees what you've done, they'll have your head.
The Council can be extremely myopic when it suits them. Besides, once you're all dead, there'll be nothing left for them to see.
It doesn't have to end like that. You're loyal, but you're also smart. You can still walk away from this.
But you can't. My orders are clear. None of you leaves here alive. Never capitulate!
Here, you see, Counselor Flax? Everything I said is true. The Arcane Eye have been trying to suppress my theory that the dragons are eating magic. My correct theory, I might add. We now have proof that the dragons do consume magic.
We know, Professor. We've always known. Preparations are being made to exploit your discovery for Ratasum's benefit, even as we speak.
Then Racked was working for you all along. You used the Arcane Eye to get Gore out of the way so you could stifle the truth.
You won't get away with this. We'll tell the world. We'll distribute Gore's research.
You'll make a lot of shrill noise, as always. And as always, no one will listen or care. You're wasting the Council's time. This audience is over.
I had no idea the Council was corrupt enough to hoard information that could help Tyria deal with the dragons.
They obviously think they can keep themselves safe in Ratasum. But the more power they stockpile, the faster the dragons will come for them.
Listen, I've fought the dragons, and I'm telling you, they have no chance. The only hope Tyria has is for all races to join forces.
That's the Priory's current mission. But I think I can handle things in Ratasum from here on out. The Durmand Priory has bigger plans for you, novice. It's time to take the fight to the dragon. Head to Lion's Arch. A Priory contact is waiting for you. She'll give you your first official mission.
Congratulations. Getting you into an order was the first step. Now for the tricky part. I'm bound for Lion's Arch too. I'm meeting an old friend there. We were members of a brilliant team, Destiny's Edge. Things went horribly wrong, but I'm starting to think the team is worth another try. We almost took down an elder dragon without any help, but the dragons are too big for one group to tackle. Tyria needs their experience, and Destiny's Edge needs all the help they can get. Once you're settled in at the Vigil, I may call on you again.
I'll be honored to answer that call. As a member of the Priory, a citizen of Tyria, and your friend, I'll be ready.
Thank you. This may fail, but I have to at least try. I wouldn't feel that way if not for you. I'll meet you in Lion's Arch.
Delving into